SafeGraph's data about physical places. So if you search for like Italian restaurants near me on online and you see that data, that's the SafeGraph data. It's data about like the store hours and where all the stores are, how many stores there are, what's going on with those stores, et cetera. And then SafeGraph also has spend data about those stores as well. The most important thing about any data set is that it's true. Every month, we actually have like a person that goes and walks the blocks of these urban blocks and then a more rural block. And then we actually go like almost like think of it like old school with like a clipboard and try to figure out, okay, do we have this place? What is the the store hours of this place? There's maybe six other kind of attributes that you want to find out. And then we want to figure out how we're doing versus that. So this is a way of benchmarking ourselves. And then, of course, you want to benchmark yourself to Google, which is one of the better places that are good with data about places. And then every month we try to figure out, oh, we're maybe not as good with dentists. We have to get better with dentists, or where these types of things were changing and we weren't as fast enough on it, so we have to get better. So it's really about just like that, like incremental series of 1% improvements to get the data better and better. We launched a thing called Place Key, and Place Key is an open join key to be able to join data about physical places. So it's a service where you can take a data, think of 464 North Main Street, apartment 504, suite 504, something like that. That data could have 10,000 different permutations. It could have misspellings. You could spell it Meehan Street. There's all these different types of things that are out there. And so joining these data sets together is really, really hard and really annoying. And especially if you're joining lots of data or you're joining data off multiple data sets. But even within a data set, finding dedupes and doing all these other things within the data set is sometimes hard. If you're taking a data set from like a city or a county, or you're taking like, let's say, the MPI data, which is really great data about providers for Medicare. All this type of data is just very, very, very difficult to like process and join. And PlaceKey is just a service that makes it super easy. Most of the people that use PlaceKey are free. So a lot of academics, a lot of cities, a lot of researchers use it. If you ping PlaceKey 10,000 lookups a day, it's free forever. And so a lot of folks can just kind of stay within that free tier. And then there's a small number more commercial customers that pay for the PlaceKey service. As a consumer of data, we consume tons of data. It's very frustrating when the docs aren't really there. You have to ask them, or they don't have the schema, or the schema is only like a partial schema. So we just try to put everything on there. We put the full schema on there. We put all the fill rates for every single column. So you not only have the rows, but all the and all the rows as well. So, and the fill rates could be by country. You could slice and dice it any way you want. It's all public. You can see how they changed month over month as well. So you can go back many years. You can say, oh, we weren't really good in Japan, and now we're good in Japan, or something like that. And then, of course, we mentioned earlier that we benchmark. So we actually put the benchmarks up there as well. So we try to be very open. Okay, here's where we're good. Here's where aspirationally we need to get better at. Here's where we're better than Google. Here's where Google is better than us. So we try to just be as open as possible so people can understand it. Selling to hedge funds is great, and we love doing that. We hope to sell to more of them. For academics, you feel like you're actually solving like really big, important problems. And one of the nice things is like we don't really know what's going to happen with the data. So you may have somebody from the economics department, political science, sociology, even computer science, many, many other disciplines that are using the data, and they're attacking data questions in very, very different ways. Of course, you have like business schools that are using it, and many other things as well. And they're answering very, very interesting questions. They're attacking different questions with the data. They're combining our data with maybe other data sets, which I know Dewey helps them with as well. So sometimes like our data alone really can't answer a question, but our data plus 3 or 4 other data sets gives you a real holistic thing of what's going on in the world. And that's we're learning from that as well. And we're learning how to make our product better. And then, of course, hopefully that makes the society better as well.